still work.
Those are in good condition, I'd imagine.
Jacob, tell me when you're ready for the next take with a wide angle.
I'm like,
I was like,
that doesn't sound like us.
No, it doesn't.
It's like, did you record us?
No.
That's Jacob. I'm Snapchatting too.
Oh, no, you're Snapchatting for your thing?
because I have people who listen to podcasts who follow me. This is my podcast, Beneath the Table.
Stop
Subscribe.
Stop tweeting, Larry Herb.
Oh,
no, you're Snapchatting for your thing?
because I have people who listen to podcasts who follow me. This is my podcast, Beneath the Table. Subscribe.
Your podcast.
I am the main host.
I'm recording a podcast with my friends.
Are you Instagramming this one?
Yes, I am.
That boy
Yes, I am.
Yes.
I'm recording a podcast with my friends.
Oh, no,
Are you
Instagramming this one?
Are you gonna do your
Yes,
whole like
I am.
I'm Snapchatting somebody who's Snapchatting who's Snapchatting?
Yes,
That's what you did last night.
Yes.
You'll like this. I'm recording a podcast with my friends.
Are you Instagramming this one?
Yes, I am. Yes,
Yeah.
I am.
Yes,
Yes, I am. Alright, let's get this one started.
I'm rolling.
Are you? Alright.
Yeah, I got
Get off your phone, you guys.
The whole Snapchat.
Huh?
Yeah. Alright. Okay. So, today, on Beneath the Table, we're going to discuss, maybe there's going to be a graphic right there, who knows, top video games of all choosing. Well, all favorite top video games.
Don't we need a green screen for that?
No, I can,
You can just
maybe,
edit in,
I can
like,
label
text.
something.
Oh, I see.
Top video games.
Here's the
We
link.
move the graphic.
Here's the
Lawrence
link right here.
Swanson.
You want to buy these games on Amazon? Link right here. Helps us out.
Don't forget to ring that bell icon. No,
No,
wait,
the bell icon's down
there.
here.
Don't forget to hit that eye icon for the rest of the things.
Remember when that's where the subscribe button used to be on YouTube?
No.
And like all the comments were on the side?
Yep.
Man, those were the days.
Now that's what Twitch is.
Yeah. Now, yeah. Or whenever YouTube does
So-
YouTube gaming.
Jacob wanted to do this, so I'll kind of let Jacob take control of this
Can
one.
we take control?
Yeah, since you're the one who wanted to do this.
Don't get nervous.
Ladies and gentlemen, today we're talking about our Ladies, we're talking about our top
Ladies and gentlemen.
We're talking about our top 3 favorite video games, and we'll just go from Tyler to me, I guess.
Are you
Oh,
doing
so
it?
you
Are
said-
you doing it too?
What?
The top 3?
Yeah, I have mine.
Well, the way that you were talking about it the other day when we were talking made it kind of sound like you were just hosting and just letting me and
no.
Jacob talk.
I play video games too, you know.
I know, but
I always have my top 3 don't change. So it's one full franchise. We decided on that.
I should have said something, but I brought mine physically, but
He's
I didn't
actually
say
trying to
anything
sell
them.
them to you guys.
I didn't know that is not true. I do not want these gone.
$200 a piece.
pristine condition. Look at this quality. 1-800 numbers right now. $10.95.
Put it on the box. Put that right there.
So
But yeah,
let's get this
so
shindig started.
you guys can go ahead and start whenever.
All right, Tyler, you go first.
Okay.
Do you not know? Do you not know?
Okay,
I was thinking I was gonna ad lib. No, I have my list.
that is awesome.
I'm gonna ad lib here.
So you got it?
Yeah, I had like my top 5 ready, and then Matthew's like, "Oh, top 3," and I'm like, "Well, I guess I'll just take the other 2 off." So starting at number 3, I feel like this one's probably the most obvious one that you could probably guess. Basically, how I made this top 3 is games that like, if I was like, this is the only game I can play for the rest of my life, like on what scale would I want that to be the only game left? And also, it's just games that in general I already like to replay a lot.
Okay.
So number 3, Super Mario Odyssey, kind of a given.
Really? Is it again?
Wow,
Well, because
that's very high for a brand new game.
but it's so good. Like, it's just
I get
so
it.
much collecting and stuff. And then now they have the new Luigi Balloon DLC, which is legit kind of fun.
That's out now?
I didn't
Yeah,
know
it's
they had
out now.
DLC for that, but okay.
Yeah, it's like a
Well, so I
balloon.
won't be getting the game at a good time then.
Yeah, no, it's very fun, and it's like I love 3D Mario platformers, and this is like one of the best ones I've played.
All my
honestly.
games are platformers.
Yeah,
too,
all of
so-
yours are platformers. So, yeah, I guess Lies a platformer. I forget that.
Yeah.
So I've already had my spiel about Odyssey, I think, on the podcast.
Yeah, you've talked
So
about it before.
Going to number 2, I think I might have mentioned this a couple times on the podcast. I don't know, but number 2 comes from my favorite console ever, the SNES.
It's the SNES.
The SNES. It is Mega Man X.
Oh, it's
The
a good
first
game.
one.
Choice.
It is
Good
like
one.
Like, I mean, a lot of people like 2 and 3 as well because those do improve and they don't start going downhill like X5 and stuff. But I think
X5 was fine. I think it was everything after X5.
Yeah.
It was like
Was
It
X-
got kind of weird.
was X6 the first of the 3D one?
I
or
don't
whatever?
remember. I know X7 was the one that Igot.
Oh, X7 was terrible.
You do Axel. Okay,
Yeah,
here's a,
that's the one, the 3D one.
I got a quick story about X7 real quick. So my dad knew I loved Mega Man when I was a kid, but he
hated
didn't
it.
know about Mega Man. So he was like, okay, there's a new Mega Man game out. I'll go get it for him. And I didn't know about it either. I didn't know about X7. And so I was like, oh, cool. And so I'm playing it. And I'm like, this is really bad. But I don't have a heart to tell my dad that I don't like the game.
Right, no.
So
know.
I still have that game to this day.
Ah, that's
I'm sure it's
cool.
worth something.
I haven't
Somebody.
played it in years, but I'll keep it. It's just
Right.
kind of like, I feel really bad because he bought that specifically for no reason. It wasn't like my birthday or anything. He was just kind of like, here, I saw this, and I
Man,
thought you
maybe
might want
buy
it.
me a game now.
And I was like, oh man, I don't have a heart to tell him no. Or I don't have a heart to tell him I don't want it anymore. So.
7 was the one I was thinking of that really started to get bad because that was the one with Axel, and you don't even get to play as X until like maybe halfway through the game.
Actually, I think you got to beat the game to play as that.
No,
So-
no. What it is, you have to collect like a certain number of like these collectible robot people thing, but like the amount that you have to get, you can't. There's no possible way to do it before like I think there's the 8 robot masters. After 6, then you can get X. So you only have X for like 2 bosses, but then your other 2 characters,
Wait, so
Zero
let's
and
talk, well,
Axel.
this is not your favorite game. Let's talk about your
No,
favorite
this is
game.
number 2. Well, I mean, I didn't know how long the stories were gonna go. Anyway, so number 1, you probably can't guess it. No one else can guess it because I don't think I've mentioned this at all on the podcast once, and I've only mentioned it recently to you two guys. I think last week. Do you guys want to try and take a guess what my number 1 favorite game is?
It's not a new game, is it?
No.
It's Shadow of the Colossus, isn't it?
No, not my favorite. That would be probably number 5 or 6.
Your favorite game. I don't know. Like you play a lot of games, but you don't say they're your favorite. Is it one of the Batman games? Is it one of the Arkham games?
No, those are up there though, but I wouldn't say they're my favorite.
See,
just-
I don't know how
I
many
can't,
games you
take, I can't
play.
take a guess. I have no
it's
idea.
it's like kind of really out there.
Is
So-
it Dune? No, is it Dust? Or what are that giant
No,
sandbox
I don't know
game?
what you're talking about, but no.
Journey.
Oh, Journey. I do really like Journey. But I would not want that to be the only game to play because it's like...
It's extremely short.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no.
yeah.
It's like it's one of those games where it's like you play it once, it's like, oh, and then it's like you don't come back to it for maybe like a couple months. So my number 1 favorite game, gotta say, probably... I'd have to say Okami.
I don't know that game.
That surprises me because I like that game a lot too. But
Yeah.
but you've never talked about Okami.
Yeah, see, that's the thing. Because it's been a while since I played it. The last time I played it, it was the Wii version, like the Wii port that they had. I plan on getting the HD remake that they've made. For,
Oh
like,
yeah,
kids.
I don't-
Yeah.
I've never
What game
played.
is this?
I've played it. It's been a very long time.
Have you played Marvel vs. Capcom?
Yes.
Did you play like 3 at least?
Yes,
You
that's
did
the
play
one.
three.
Do you
Yeah, I
remember
played with
the,
Jacob.
Do you remember the one character that's the white wolf with the sun thing on the back?
Oh yeah. Oh, I do know that game.
Yeah,
Really?
yeah.
That's
I
your
would say
favorite?
that's my favorite game because like,
No one-
it's got that like I don't know, just the story about it. It's got some really good humor. Like it honestly like makes me laugh.
I
When
remember when
play
I
it.
remember when it came out.
Like cutscenes and stuff.
I also remember when X-Play did a review on it. Good times.
Yeah.
X Play.
I remember
Didn't
when.
Cheat do an episode on it too?
I'm not
Yeah.
sure.
I remember when you sent me that video of the Cheat episode for Resident Evil 4,
Yeah.
and I was like, I am dying of nostalgia right now.
Yeah. But no,
So
Okami.
Okami.
Yeah, Okami is my because it's like it's got RPG elements, but it's like action and like it's got puzzle elements.
Wait, was that for the DS?
No.
PS2.
That's Okami Den.
Oh, okay.
That's like the sequel, but it was only
because
on
I remember
DS.
like you use your stylus to do
Yes.
stuff. So
That's why they did it on the Wii. Because like originally it was a PS2 game, then they soon after ported it to the Wii and kind of like made it brighter colors and stuff. But then
Okay.
you used the Wiimote for it, which was cool, but it was kind of wonky. Like half the time it would
like
work.
all Wii
Yeah,
games.
half the time it would register you doing it, but as far as the game registering you do like that being the like if you wanted to slash something, you'd be like, ha. Sometimes it'd be like you have the slash there, but the game would be like, that wasn't a slash, and it's like, but it was.
There was a line. There's a difference.
Which, in the sense of controls, I do like the Wii version because it's like it's just more fluent and fun. But like as far as for it working, it's better on control sticks. But yeah, and so like it's just got like the best of kind of everything. Like really good, ancient Japanese mythology kind of story.
Asian people.
It like lasts a very like it's a very good length game to where it's like there's so much that if you replayed it immediately after beating it, you already kind of forgot some stuff because it's just so much. There's tons of collectibles, there's good RPG elements, good action, RPG like fighting where it's like random enemies and stuff.
Yeah.
Puzzles, story, like it looks beautiful because it's like made to look as if the whole thing is a watercolor painting almost. Yeah.
It is a great game.
I really like that game. I never played Okami Den on the DS because I was like, But like Okami is top. Like I'm gonna get the HD remake on PS4 sometime.
Oh, it's coming on PS4.
It's already out.
Yeah, it's already out. Okami HD. Unfortunately, even if you have a Pro, you don't get 60 frame a second mode. They don't support
You're
that.
very big on that whole 60 frames.
I love 60 frames a second. Like I was like after playing Shadow of the Colossus a bunch, I went back to playing Monster Hunter Worlds with my friend, and I have that on my Xbox One S.
Yeah,
so
he's
it's not
stupid.
60.
We gotta do Monster Hunter at some point. Yeah, do you have it on your PS4?
No, I have it on my
You
Xbox
probably
One.
won't get it for
Yeah.
PS4. I haven't got it yet either.
I got it now.
You want to buy it for me since you have all that sweet money?
I already have the game.
Buy it for me.
But it's like one of those things like playing.
Buy it for you.
Yeah.
I thought you said buy it from me. I was like, but you don't have it, and no, I already have the game. Why would I do that?
Yeah, but playing Shadow of the Colossus for so long, and then some of like Metal Gear Phantom Pain, and then going to Monster Hunter, which isn't 60 frames a second, I can really tell the difference between 60 and 30 frames
What
a second.
Snob.
No, I felt very snobby because I was moving and it's still 30, but I'm just like ew. But it was like,
All right. You
Matt?
know yours?
yeah, that was my number one. Oh,
I guess I'll start from the bottom. My number 3, I think, is Assassin's Creed Origins. I like all the Assassin's Creed games
I
except
already have the Assassin's Creed out of the way.
I know I except I don't like the whole French Revolution one. Actually,
Unity.
Yeah, it's either between the worst one in the franchise, Unity, or number 3 with the American Revolution.
People didn't like the other one that came out with the Revolution one, the first one to like
Rogue.
Yeah, Rogue. People didn't
That
like
was different because you're not an assassin, you're a Templar, and you're like, it doesn't feel right.
Oh, was it? That is weird. No
Yeah.
wonder people didn't like
Yeah,
that.
but
Templar's cool.
Unity, I don't like
Yeah.
it because it was really buggy, but that's not the point. I'm talking about the new one, Assassin's Creed Origins, Ancient Egypt, okay? And it's supposed to be, it's like the first Assassins, so it's like
I'm probably gonna
super
buy.
cool.
I'm probably gonna buy that sometime soon, and especially since I got the Pro, that's gonna look nice.
Because here's the thing about it, because it plays like all the Assassin's Creed games.
Why do you have the pen out as if you're gonna like grab
I don't
like
know.
a whole like? All right, so you start here at this part of Egypt. Here's the whole map.
Yeah.
So you travel from
Well,
this part.
the map is ginormous.
I mean, yeah.
In it, like it's
I mean, it's
one of
20. It's 2018.
Yeah.
It pretty much has to be an open world game, otherwise it's not a game, which tires me so much.
it tells you.
Yeah, I'm
that's
getting,
another-
I'm getting a little tired of open world games.
That's another reason I like.
love open world because I like doing a bunch of stuff.
As someone who thinks Breath of the Wild is amazing.
Yeah, that's
I'm
also
getting tired of open world.
that's also another reason I
So-
like Okami is because it's open, but it's not like super huge.
That's why I like
so-
Yakuza 0 so much.
Okay,
It's small.
this is my game time.
This is
I'm
my
sorry.
part. This is my.
So
Did you see that glitch where like apparently you could play the entire game of Yakuza 6 if you download the demo on PlayStation?
Yes.
That's awesome.
So
I think they fixed it. though,
Origins, I like it because it
Get out of
plays.
here, Matthew.
Yeah, apparently, I can't talk on my own show. So Origins, it plays like all the Assassin's Creed games, but it also has a very RPG feel because like you loot everything you go around, which I like. Also, the crafting's better. I don't know. There's something about the whole story as well. It's very, it gives it because you know there was more to it, but it's like the main story of in Egypt. It finishes off nicely.
Right.
DLC's fun. Fighting giant gods with a bow.
Right.
Awesome. But that's enough
You
about.
can do that in God of War, the one that's coming out in April.
I'm not sure if I'm gonna get that yet.
It looks very fun. I'm obviously I'm getting it because I
So-
love God of War, but
My number 2 was a toss up between my number 1 and 2. I think it has to be Shadow Dimensions, the Spider-Man game.
Oh yeah, that is a really good one.
It's probably my favorite Spider-Man game to this day until
Mine too.
until the new one comes out.
Whenever that'll happen.
Yeah, which is I think it'll probably be October when it comes out. But
Ugh.
Shadow Dimensions, I like it because you play through 4 different Spider-Mans, which give you 4 different types of fighting styles. Because like there's a stealth one, and there's like a 4 like basically brawler mode,
Yeah.
which is ultimate.
they should remake that.
They
on,
should.
like, PlayStation and stuff. Like do a cool little thing doing that when the Spider-Man game
I
comes out.
I
and then
wish
bundle.
the only thing I wish the game had was a DLC mode. I feel like that would have been really cool.
What do you mean DLC mode?
Like not mode, but like a DLC that goes along with it.
Oh, yeah.
To that extends the story because it's a relatively short game if you
It's
think about.
it's pretty short.
But but the replay value is great.
Yeah, it
because there was like different levels of difficulty, and then like those medals, and then those achievements to unlock new skins. I like that. I'm a very big upgrade. Like if a game includes like upgrade mechanics, I love it already. Because it's like I want to improve and then be like super OP in anything. That's why that's my number 2. And then number 1 would be Ratchet and Clank Up Your Arsenal. it's probably one of my favorite games.
Ratchet
I knew
and
you
Clank.
liked the Ratchet and Clank a lot.
I'm
I was-
surprised that you didn't put Assassin's Creed at number 1 though. That's what surprised me.
Well, I like Assassin's Creed, but I do get tired of playing for a long time.
That's how I am with like you mentioned Breath of the Wild, because I feel like some people are surprised Breath of the Wild isn't like my top 3. It's still in my top 10. I'd say it's like 8 though, because it's like while I do really like it,
It's just a lot of things to do.
it gets repetitive.
Like-
it does.
Ratchet and Clank, it's kind of open because you can explore a whole planet basically, but the planets you only explore smaller chunks of the planet. But like, I when I had my PlayStation 2, I used to play Ratchet and Clank Up Your Arsenal and like every day. And then when you beat the final boss, you can like go back in time, restart the game with all your equipment.
Right.
So I did it, and I got down to it. I could beat the game in 1.5 days with
That's-
all my equipment.
That's what I liked doing, and like I did that with God of War 3, the remastered version, is where like I beat it, and then it's like, here's the skin that makes you like super strong, and then it's like I can also put it to easy mode to make the enemies super weak, and then another like power up
Yeah.
to make them even weaker. So it's like I'm gonna just beat God of War 3 in a day, and I did. I beat it in like 5 hours.
I never 100% that game though, because like those skill points are the hardest thing for me to do in those games. Like do this, and it's like this is so much complicated. I don't just want to play the game and upgrade my weapons. So it's probably my favorite game. Like, it's probably my favorite game to this day.
I haven't played a Ratchet. Okay, so here's the weird thing. I haven't played a Ratchet and Clank game. The last Ratchet and Clank game I played was on PSP, whatever that one.
That was Size Matters.
That's what it was.
That was probably the worst entry of the game.
It is.
Yeah, it was extremely linear.
I don't think it was made by Insomniac.
It wasn't.
Because it felt the movements, weapons felt clunky.
Yeah, it was extremely like linear
It was.
and like very little level variety.
Although I did
not have as much humor
It
as
did
it
it.
usually does.
Although I did like 100%. I did like play the crap out of it as well.
I mean, yeah, it's a PSP. It's like, you know, that was
Wasn't
awesome.
there a Daxter?
I did
Jack
Jack and
and
Daxter.
Daxter?
Are you
No,
talking about just Daxter?
Daxter,
I do
the
remember that
PSP
one.
one.
Oh yeah, that one. Didn't
Um,
they make one like that with Clank? It was just called Clank.
Yeah, it was Secret Agent Clank.
Secret
Although
Agent.
that one's better than Daxel, I believe.
I think it is.
It's been a while. It's been a while since I played either.
Remember
no.
PlayStation All Stars Battle Royale?
Yes, I do.
Unfortunately, yeah.
You remember the whole Sly Cooper, Jack and Daxter, and Ratchet and Clank come together for this like motion
The
control
Pledge to Move
tournament?
Heroes or
Yeah.
whatever. Oh.
That was bad.
Remember when they made the was it like the Sly Cooper collection thing or whatever, or like did they make Sly 4 a Sly 4 thing?
Sly 4, yeah.
Okay,
Thieves
yeah.
and
Sly
Times.
4 Thieves in Time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
we-
what it
we
was.
played it one
Yeah,
day.
they made Sly 4.
That was a
and-
good game.
And it was, but it was like also during the time when they were kind of pushing Move stuff, so it had like that one weird like PlayStation Move mini game that came with it.
No, there was
No,
no.
there
It
was
had,
no-
it
there's
had,
no
a,
move
it had
game.
a thing where you had to use a controller for, which is
Yeah.
also kind of clunky, but it worked.
Did
at
you
least.
not have to use the Move controller?
No.
Because I distinctly
No.
remember it said on the box somewhere where it's like Move compatible, and I'm like,
No.
No, it was because that was still the PS3.
Yeah, it
and
was.
it was like tilt your controller, kind of like that. It was
Well,
fine.
that was when the Move came out, but it was like it wasn't like the VR Move. It was like the Move, like this is the Wii on the PlayStation. Now it's like, hey, VR.
Oh, I'm basically done with
I'm
mine. Jacob, I'm sure you'll
Alright.
take up most of the time, so go on your spiel.
Okay, so I'm starting from the bottom too, I guess. I'm doing Sly 3 Honor Among Thieves is my third favorite game.
Wait.
Now, I mentioned a couple of times on the podcast already that Mother 3 was my favorite game, and it was, but like it's slowly been moving down. I don't know
Mother's
why.
good.
It's a great game.
Have you been playing it a lot recently? Because it may be like a thing where you're like, oh man, it's amazing, and then it's like you play it more, and it's like, maybe it's not that great.
I played it again, and I was just kind of like, this game takes a lot of time.
It takes, yeah, the game.
I'm not
slow.
a big fan of games that take too long.
Jacob
so,
likes
like,
to run and gun it.
Not really, but like it depends on the game. But with Mother 3 is probably in my top 5 still. I'll probably put it at 5 now. But I did play this again recently, and I played all the Slides recently. And
Except
2 was
4.
my favorite for a while. No, I played 4.
Oh, you did?
I have
Oh.
4. And 3 still stands up as my favorite. What is this
I think
one now?
3 is probably the best of the
I don't
trilogy.
2005. Yeah, 3 I think is the
I
best.
don't think I ever played 3, and I don't know
Oh.
if I finished 2 because I bought like
I still have them.
What?
I
It
meant
was
to
in-
mention that I still have
it
these.
was in 3D.
There's a couple levels you can play in 3D. It's awful, but the fact that I have them is great to me.
I feel so cool right now.
But
No-
yeah, like I bought the Sly Cooper Collection remake on PS3, and I played through 100%ed it, and then I got halfway through 2 and stopped, and then never went back. I think the problem was because I was doing it back to back, and I might have been on like game fatigue.
Yeah.
Probably.
If you want to hang out next week, we can play Sly
The,
3.
fu-
I'll
the,
bring it.
the funny thing is, because my number one Ratchet and Clank LB Arsenal was on the menu screen, if you hit like left or select, you can play the demo of Sly Cooper 3 on it.
Sly 3 is the best because I don't know, like there's
just whack that
with
disc.
Sly 1, you can still see they're kind of treading water. Still amazing game, but like they were still like treading ground and trying to figure everything out.
It was very like let's go with this very vanilla like safe style.
Yeah.
I forgot they put
Memory
like
card
memory card holders in those.
Oh gosh.
Yeah, no kidding. Sly 2, I remember when that came out, and I was like, well, of course I want that because it's a cartoon animal platformer.
Cartoon
when I was a
animal
kid.
platformer, oh.
But like I got that game and I loved it. But then I played Sly 3, and this one I played day in and day out. It is probably the second game I ever 100%ed, which I will get to the one I 100% first in a minute. But this game is just amazing. And also, another thing, who remembers when booklets were this freaking long?
Yeah, like
And that's how you got the 3D glasses out. You had
show the audience.
Who remembers booklets in general? Like they don't even make booklets anymore. It's
Yeah,
all
it's like-
it's the digital e-guide.
Yeah, it was like here's this promo code that you can get special
also
offers
this
in.
the PlayStation Underground PO box thing. I still have
PlayStation
this.
Underground. Do you still get those books?
No.
Oh man.
I still have all the stuff that this
Yeah,
came with.
I had like the ones for the Rayman games.
The Rayman. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, but yeah, that's Sly 3. That's the most recent game I'm gonna have in my list.
Jacob, so
I don't-
I don't have
Yeah.
too much else to say other than just play the Sly series.
I actually
you
noticed-
idiots. If you haven't yet.
Please don't insult the audience.
I actually
I love
noticed.
the
I actually
audience.
noticed that with my top 3. I'm glad we did 3 because it made it like for me. It surprisingly was like an even thing where like I went with Odyssey, which is like very like modern,
New.
actually newer in fact. Then like Mega Man X, which is retro, and then Okami, which is kind of like the halfway.
Mine was kind of
It's like, huh.
Mine's more like your list as well. It's like new and then kind of new and then like, or like 2 generations ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, there are no new games in my top 5.
What's the next
But
one?
the next one is
You're
the
one of
original
those people.
first Crash Bandicoot.
Bandicoots.
I should have just left that up there. I'll keep it like that. But the first Crash Bandicoot, actually, the way I played the games was way out of order. I played Crash Warped first, then Crash 1, and then Crash 2. Crash 3 was my favorite for a very long time, but like the more I played
Well, it
that
has a
one,
bunch of mini games in it.
the more,
Doesn't? I think the game went off. Okay. Crash. Doesn't Crash 3 have like a bunch of mini games in it?
No, it's
Crash
just-
Bash does.
Crash
Bash
3,
is just Mario
Crash 3
Party.
has a lot of different level styles.
Okay.
Yeah, which I still love that game, and actually it's my second favorite, which is blasphemy among like the
Yeah.
Crash fans. They're like, Crash 2 is the best one. What's wrong with you? But I don't know. It's just because Crash 2 I didn't like as much. I don't know why, but I just like Crash 1 the most because I like the aesthetic of it the most.
Well, it's like when I say I like Uncharted 3 better than Uncharted 2. It was like, what?
Yeah. No, everybody thinks you're crazy.
Yeah.
I personally don't care because, I mean, I like Uncharted, but
I do.
like, as far as Naughty Dog, this is what I assume Naughty Dog.
Oh yeah, I forgot Naughty Dog made
Yeah,
that one too.
like,
Isn't there a Tomb Raider movie coming out?
Yes, I can't wait
yeah.
for it. We should review that movie.
Also,
Tomb Raider
apparently
review.
there was a magazine or some kind of publication called Die Hard Game Fan back in the day, and it says the best
Back in
action
the day.
platform game I've ever seen or played.
Well, he was wrong.
At the time, but like, yeah, I really like the original Crash. It's just,
yeah.
Especially since now it's on the PS4 and
yeah, okay, yeah,
they
the
have,
Crash
like,
Insane
and they-
trilogy.
I forgot too. Universal Studios, like they had license for it.
Yeah.
I forgot that
because
they had, like,
they will like they will try to make a cartoon or a show about it.
Yeah, and then
Also-
I remember too where it's like they
He's
would
gonna show us
actually-
everything in his cases.
So I also have the Crash 2. It has a little Crash 2 thing on it for the advertisement
Oh,
back
because it's
then.
Crash
And if I'm
2.
not mistaken, if there's some, I don't think it's this one actually. I felt like in this one, like they
Hopefully, what's
had,
left to show off.
they had a Spyro thing in here too, but
Oh,
they don't.
Spyro. I never played the 4 Spyro games.
I played a Spyro game. Third, I mean, I don't know. I feel like they're overrated.
Also, this is one of my favorite things about the booklets is it tells you about all the characters in the booklet. I don't know why, but I
That's
always
what we
read
called
those.
Wiki How.
I always read those when I was a kid.
I liked those because it was like they would always try and put humor in it, and I'd also like the illustrations.
Yeah. Oh man, guys, we should get Crash 2. It's available in November
Really?
1997.
Whoa, he's back.
But yeah, Crash 1 is
Stand in line at GameStop.
I 100%ed both the original version and the Insane
Oh,
Trilogy.
look at that. He's showing
Actually,
off.
I 102%ed the
Yeah, there you go.
original version and the Insane Trilogy version. I did the Insane Trilogy version first, which I recommend everybody play that version.
Well, yeah.
because-
Nobody has a PlayStation 1 running
Well, even
around.
if they do, they can get it on they can get. I almost said virtual console. You can get it on the PlayStation
Yeah, no,
Store.
you can't add funds to that soon. Well, the WiiWare one.
Oh, so you can't do the Wii U anymore?
No, the regular Wii. It's weird what they're doing. So like with the Wii Shop channel or whatever, they're making it
Wii U.
like sometime next month you are no longer going to be able to add funds to it, but they're not going to take it down like for the original Wii. They're not going to take it down, just in case you know.
People still use those.
But they're not going to take it down until like 2019. So from like March when they stop allowing you to add funds to it all the way to 2019 when they take it down, it's like, well, you can't add funds, but you can still get on and
Look at things.
Look at some digital titles.
Just go on the Nintendo
and
eShop.
not buy anything.
But anyway, I highly recommend. I mean, all the games obviously, but like this one, it's probably the hardest. Well, actually, I don't know. It's one of the harder ones.
Well, yeah, Crash is kind of unforgiving at times.
Well, Crash 3 is really easy. Like, really easy to me. To me, it is. This game is still extremely hard to me, and it's ridiculous. I mean, you watch some of this. You watch me play the
I've actually played a
version.
live stream.
It's so hard. But yeah, if you're gonna play a version, I mean, of course, I recommend the old version so you can look at it and just be like, "Wow, this was considered
Crappy
cutting edge
now.
back then."
Yeah.
It's not. But the Insane Trilogy version is the one that everyone.
Well,
should
yeah,
play,
because
it looks the
everybody
best,
has it.
and it's like the first time I played the Crash 1. That's looking at it, I was kind of like, okay, I remember looking at this game and thinking it looked great. But
now
like,
it's like,
this
oh,
look,
this is
actually looks
amazing.
amazing.
Although the hitbox on it is kind of ridiculous.
Yeah, I mean, there's flaws to it, but like.
Wait, back in the day, that's why it was called Hitbox. It was just a box.
Yeah, I mean, there's flaws, but it's still great, and I love it. So that is Crash Bandicoot. And finally, I couldn't decide between either one.
And so you just extremely ignored what I said.
Yep.
Here, this is the test that we do. I'm gonna take these.
Yeah.
I'm gonna throw them at you. Whichever one you catch first, that's the one you love more.
I'll throw them on. No, whatever you catch outside is the one you loved.
Yeah.
So Donkey Kong Country is my favorite video game series ever. But I couldn't decide between 1 and 2. Although most people think for some reason the sequel is better, like Crash 2. Excuse me. But I guess if I had to say there is a better game, it would be Donkey Kong Country 2. But
Biddy's Conquest.
I do really love both of them, like kind of equally, because I still think this is about as perfect as you get when it comes to platformers for me. I don't know why, but like the music is incredible. Like it's also my favorite video game soundtracks ever. It was extremely ahead of its time with the way they did the graphics and everything like that. I love looking
Nintendo
up,
was for a while.
yeah, I love looking up how they did like with like the 3D rendered graphics and stuff like that. And like even now when I look at the game, I'm like, this still looks great to me. Like this is the aesthetic of this game is so good. Like I just can't stop.
very
I always
interesting.
want to look at it because like this is a beautiful freaking game. And man, I don't know. Like it's just the characters are great. You get to play as a giant gorilla and his little monkey pal with a hat.
Monkey Pal.
You can't beat it. Like, what was it?
Well, I think I could.
The little Cranky Kong things you get to do, like where he kind of
yeah.
he insults you while he also gives you hints on how to play the game. Funky Kong is one of my all-time favorite video game characters ever.
There's Candy Kong, which I think is retconned out.
Who is an abomination?
Yeah. She's even worse in the animated show.
Oh jeez, yeah, she looks really weird.
But he has such a sweet, smooth singing voice.
He does.
But yeah, with Donkey Kong Country and Donkey Kong Country 2, it's just kind of like, if I had to be stranded on a desert island with 2 games, then it would be these 2, and I would happily play these like every
I don't
day.
know. I feel like he'll get tired of it fast.
I might, but I also play these games all the time. I've beaten both of these games upwards of like 20 times, and I still play them all the time.
That little of times before how long you've had them?
For that little of times.
Well, I mean, if you had them for a while, I thought you would have probably beaten them at least 100 times.
Anyway.
Dang.
Donkey Kong Country 2 I actually played recently with Jacob Bartlett, and he was like, dude, this game is so hard, but I've gotten to the point where like everything is muscle memory with the game, so they're not even hard for me anymore.
Right.
And so
All
at
the
this
same
point,
is
it's kinda
hard?
like, they are hard. I can't deny that they're hard games, but like,
Yeah, you were heckling me and Isaac when we played. It's like, come on, guys, stop sucking.
because he fell down every pit.
I'm sorry. That's
Every
what
pit.
it's for. It's to fall down.
Did you like the reboots that they did? Donkey Kong Country Returns and then Tropical
I was actually
Freeze?
about to mention that. I think Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze is better than Donkey Kong Country 3. So that's like my third favorite Donkey Kong game. Okay, I'll give you a list of my favorite Donkey Kong games in order from what I can remember them.
So now he's basically making it into like a top 8.
Yeah, gosh.
Okay, well, I'm just saying, because I love this series so much.
He hates it.
Don't forget to include DK64.
Oh no, trust me, I will remember that. One.
Jacob knows that.
All right, so from all the Donkey Kong games that I can remember in my head right now, my list would probably go as Donkey Kong Country 1 and 2 tied, Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze,
Tied.
Donkey Kong Country 3, Donkey Kong Country Returns, Donkey Kong 64, Donkey Kong Jungle Beat, Diddy Kong Racing.
Jungle Beat.
Yeah, I got that again recently too because my version wouldn't work anymore. I don't think I'm missing any others. The Donkey Konga series is at the very bottom. I don't think I'm forgetting any.
Well, don't forget like the arcade one. So Donkey Kong Jr.
Oh, I mean, yeah, but I mean those technically aren't Donkey Kong games to me.
Yeah.
His name is in them, but you're playing.
And
well,
that's not but that's not the same Donkey Kong.
No,
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Technically, it's Cranky Kong.
Yeah.
That is true.
Come on, Tattle. Come on.
I like the Donkey Kong games.
Well, yeah, I love the
Arcade
too.
classics.
But yeah.
When
So,
Mario beats his animals. Yeah.
It was Jumpman.
and now I will probably play these tonight when I get home because I've talked about them. So.
All right.
I'll probably work on some Spanish homework.
I'll
And not play
probably
Metal Gear still.
do some. I'll probably watch The Wild for homework because that's what I have to. I'm like 7 episodes behind.
I had to
I'm
watch
supposed to be.
in my like online physical geography class last semester. It was like watch a movie and then make a paper on the like physical geography of it, and it was basically like normal movies, and it's just like I just talk about the scenery. So I watched Avatar, James Cameron's, for the first time.
I still haven't actually watched that completely through.
I watched it the first time last year. It was good. Overrated. But
I think it's
I think
overrated.
the reason it was overrated because of the
3D.
time yeah, because of the time it came out, because it had good 3D and also good CG at the time. Now it's not all that impressive.
Like I've seen the very end of it only because like they were watching it in 8th grade.
It's also a very long movie.
Yeah, I can't do that.
It's like 3
something
hours.
that. So that's the end of the episode. What, do you have something else to say now?
Yes. Let's hear some noise. Script is written. I have started recording it. It should be done very soon.
Don't delete it.
Don't delete it this time.
I won't.
But before I look at it to help you if you need it. So join us next week where we do a game show on who wins.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, no, we already did that today.
But no, this is coming up before.
Oh
the
yeah,
episode.
we did the shorter one first.
Yeah. So
Tune in
yeah,
next week to figure out who won. I
Yeah.
don't know where the camera is. There it is.
that's the camera.
Isn't it turned off?
No,
Oh.
it's still going. You guys have anything to say before we leave?
Play all the video games we talked about today.
If you have the right consoles. I mean, if you have
Yeah.
an Xbox, you're kind of screwed on my games.
Just get a freaking emulator for these. I dropped that.
Biokami HD on like Xbox One or PS4, and it's $20. It's really good. Try it out. And also, a part I really like about that game too is how it kind of cops out on the ending, where like you think you beat the game, and it's like, oh man, that only took like 9 or 10 hours.
You know what? This is a game you all should play, and you probably all heard about it by now. Go play Doki Doki Literature Club. Let's go do it. If you don't know anything about
Whoa! I didn't even know this was in here. Hey guys, I put Spyro the Dragon in here.
Spyro!
I opened this up and it just fell out, and I was like, oh, Spyro's in here.
Or maybe he
How
was
did that even get in there?
maybe
well,
he
you
was
put
always,
the disc in.
Maybe he was always there to begin with.
Huh. Well, anyway, that's a game too. Go play that.
Go play Spyro.
All right, thanks for joining us. So don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and share with your friends.
And smash that bell icon.
That scared me half to death.
And there's that mark.
Yeah,
All right,
It hit the thing in the springs, yeah.
see you guys.
Bye.
Bye.